And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to Odds Shopper Live, Tuesday, September 3rd. Here to break down all the bets and pick'em site stuff that we can find for today. Kind of exciting. I loaded a ton of home runs to my marketplace today. We'll be able to find one or two that we could hit right now. Pick'em sites, I think we're going to want to hit in a pretty big way. We've got Taco Tuesday going on at PrizePicks. I think that's probably where we should get started. We'll let everybody trickle in here to out of the gate. But I've got Odd Shopper pulled up. We'll take a look at the fantasy picks available across the pick'em sites. We'll find a couple bets that we like. We got Brian Reynolds yesterday. Missed out on a lot of homers, but we've got quite a bit of PrizePicks value, and I reckon we've got some tacos. Or at least we should. Has PrizePicks released the tacos yet? They don't make them easy to find, that's for sure. So if I go to PrizePicks on Twitter, I mean, it looks like it's going to be Skeens. Is it Skeens? It's Skeens. All right. So right out of the gate, we're going to build a taco card using this Paul Skeens play for today. So I'm going to go to the PrizePicks optimizer on Odd Shopper. What's up, everybody? Nice to see you guys popping into chat. We'll hit the PrizePicks optimizer quickly. Now we've got the Skeens play in, and that is a literal freebie. If we go Wilson under 12.5 rebounds, Mahomes rushing yards, now it's not going to be till Thursday, and then Dak passing yards against Cleveland. Now those three are -10. But if we add in our fourth, we're going to be positive. But I'm going to add in Wale under 5.5 assists. That takes us to neutral. If we use those four plays and the free square for Skeens, we're sitting at a pretty nice value. So let's hit WNBA. Let's get Wilson and let's get Wale. So we get Wilson. We'll get Wale assists. He takes 9 threes a game? Really? That's wild. Oh, that's a lot for the WNBA. So that's less than 5.5 assists. Got it. And then we need NFL plays. We also have this long-standing Caleb Williams play as well that we could work in. Let's get Dak and Mahomes rushing yards and passing yards. So we'll get Mahomes rushing yards. We'll get Dak passing yards. And now we have a 5-pick card. Now, we can't unload. You know, as much as I'd love to drop 25 here, the pop-up should show us that we can't do that. But yeah. So the best that we could do is 5. But 5 is still good. So we've used the Paul Skeens taco. Now let's take the Paul Skeens taco out of there and see if we could build one out without using it. Just let me clear just this. Thank you. Of course, yeah, take them all out. What would be really great, PrizePicks, is if everything I've clicked on just goes away. Why would we want to keep that there? All right, so Wilson, Wale, Mahomes, rushing yards, Dak, passing yards. What is the 5th play that we could add? That's going to be Joel Lloyd? Yeah. Joel Lloyd That gets us to 20% EV. Now we could actually let that one rip. That's a really nice card coming out of Odd Shopper here. Oh, Lloyd without the second L. Got it. Should have known. Definitely not the first time I've typed her name in. 20.5 points. So there we go. Now we've got a 5-pick card that's legit. 20% EV sitting on this bad boy. That's what we're looking for. So let's get that one in for our standard. And I will share that link so that you guys can get to this card. Now, this will get you all of those plays. If you want to add Skeens to this and take it up to 6, go for it. But hit this one too. Or, you know, if you really want to break it down to just 2-pick cards, I don't think the value is there, but let's check. Yeah, it's going to be pretty thin there. Negative 2% EV on a 2-pick card. If you add in DAC, you're at -8. So you really are probably looking to go 5s and 6s. We need a little bit more edge on one of those to really get 3 over there. I want you guys to understand that's how bad it is at lower levels. You really want to get any value, you got to go 5 and 6, and you're just not going to hit them as frequently. But when you do hit a 5 and when you do hit a 6, it pays for all of your problems earlier. Poppy Chulo Bryce in the house. Michael Gaynor in the house. Kepenekla. Yeah, man, I'm never going to get that. I'm just going to call you Jim or Todd or something like that. Something rolls off my tongue because I don't know what it is, but when I read it, I add 10 letters. All right, let's see what else we have going on in the PrizePicks, in the Pick'em streets. We got a PrizePicks card in, and it really just is PrizePicks. I mean, bing, bang, boom, right here. We're loaded with PrizePicks. Stray sleeper, stray pick 6. It's really PrizePicks or bust. There you go. 6-pick with Skeens. I like it. Now, on the sports betting side, it's also pretty thin. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that we still have a limited MLB slate. There's 8 teams not playing today, I believe. Maybe more. Maybe that's right. So we have 2 Odd Shopper 3 ratings out there. I have already bet this Walker Buehler line. I've also already bet this Andrew Heaney line. And I bet this Andrew Heaney line like 10 minutes ago. I saw the value that we had on it. And then I also have the exact same value. The one that I want to look at right now, because we're showing a little value on JT Realmuto at plus 1,000 on FanDuel. I want to see if I have that too. So, do I have value on Realmuto there? I do not. I do not. But plus 1,000 looks good. It's 850 at BetMGM. It's 823 at Pinnacle right now. At least I believe it is. Yeah, 823 at Penny. I mean, that plus 1,000 line does stick out like a sore thumb. It's definitely the line you want to get. I'm a little apprehensive for Realmuto today. But if you like it, grab it. That's a fun payout. But we are really, really thin on playable options today, which is admittedly pretty frustrating. Even the WNBA can't save us. It's really just this Wilson line as the like clear outlier. What does it give us if we take the full PrizePicks card? Yeah, 24% EV. Wilson, Prescott, Mahomes, Agumbawale, McCowan, and Lloyd. There's just not much else out there. Do we even have anything available on Underdog? We take Caleb Williams and we take Justin Herbert. We're at -6. If If we take Agumbawale here, we do get to 5%. Might as well lock that in. So let's head to Underdog. We ended up getting creamed on those Underdog plays that we've been waiting on for the past couple days. Just to show you guys. Robichaux doubled up his line. Castellanos soared over it. And then what was the third one that we needed? 2. I guess we already had those. So it was just Robichaux and Castellanos, but they both did not give us the dub. So what we had hanging out there on Underdog has now gone away. Okay, so we can grab a fourth play here and take Jewel Lloyd. If we flex those 4, we're at 5% EV. But we can also get a no sweat play here. $10 max, but we could take those 4 plays and have a risk-free shot at a 6x payout. So let's get Caleb Williams. And that is his passing yards. Or his rush. Is that over? Holy shit, I just assumed it was an under. All right, so Caleb Williams over 15.5 rushing yards. Okay. Herbert under passing. So let's get Justin Herbert under 230. Let's get a Agumbawale. 5.5 assists. Lower. And then finally, that Lloyd play again. And we're looking at points. Got it. So 4-pick card in. No sweat. Win or get your money back. We can do 10. We can flex it. Cannot be flexed. Got to be standard. Okay. Didn't know we couldn't flex it. Kind of annoying. We are at negative 3% EV here. But it's technically 0. We have no risk. So 10 to win 100. We need all 4. But worst case scenario, a 10 comes back. Let me drop that link in for you guys. And these are the little things that will separate you from profitability. Hitting every single free square and bonus and taco and whatever other nonsense is showing up on these sites, even if it's minimal, we have 0 risk here. Best case scenario, we walk away with an extra $100 that we didn't ever think that we could get. Worst case scenario is nothing changes. This allows us to handling every one of these things every day is essentially just going to cover your costs associated with sports betting. Whatever the rake is going to be at Underdog or PrizePicks or at the sports books, whatever you're paying, whatever your cost of doing business is, this will offset a large amount of it just by hitting them every day. Because you can get a 1, 2, 3% return just on this package of gimmies. And that's a huge bite out of it puts back so much more profitability into your life. All right, Big Gritter wants to know, is Bo Nix over 204 yards good? Let's see what's out there. So we got Bo Nix not showing up. That's weird. Let's see if we can just go right to it. Let's go market-based tools, NFL, player props, passing yards. Wait. Yeah, next 7 days. Is that my issue? There we go. Okay, so you were looking over 204 yards. No. Absolutely not. The line is sitting out there on FanDuel at 200.5. Big Gritter, where are you looking at it for 204? Is that at one of the pick'em sites? Either way, 204 is not a good line. Not seeing that anywhere. It's on PrizePicks. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so negative 6% EV on that line. I would not be taking the over there. I think that line is a few yards too high. Yeah, there's a lot of NFL boosts and stuff for this weekend. We'll take a bigger look at those on like Thursday or Friday. Yeah, Kelsey. Wait, Kelsey has 0.5 yards on Underdog. I think I took that already. Actually, did we take that yesterday? We did, right? No, it wasn't here. Wait, is it still open? Ah, okay. It's still open. Yeah, so we hit Verlander yesterday. We lost out on Gavin Williams. I thought it was going to be a push, and he snuck one in late. We already used the Kelsey. So that's already done. But yeah, Big Gritter, I would not be hitting that line on PrizePicks. Justin Herbert over 230 poker guts. I don't think that looks good. Let's look, though. Herbert over 230. Under 230.5 at Underdog is the line that has value, 2.3%. Over 229.5 is -5. So if you're going to go to Herbert, I like the under more than I like anything else. Is that Justin Herbert passing line on PrizePicks just the under 224? Okay, so Justin Herbert over 224.5? That's value. $224. Wait, who am I looking at? Oh, that's Bo Nix. I was like, what in the world am I looking at? Where did these numbers go? Yeah, I don't have any issue going more than 224 on PrizePicks. So yeah, poker guts. I don't want to get it at 230, but on PrizePicks, if you can go over 224, that's a much better line. Like way better. Let me take a look at something quickly. Yeah, I would go to, if you're going to go to Herbert, you want to do it on PrizePicks. Actually, do we have anything at the sports books for it? Wow. It's 224 on DraftKings and 231 on FanDuel? That is interesting. Yeah, there's really no need to be anywhere near that 230 line. Like if you're just trying to bet it, You're going to have a much better time going like over 224 at DK if it exists. No fall. You said no home run parlay today. No, we're going to do it right now. I wanted to hit all the pick'em site stuff first. But let's bounce over to FanDuel. Now, I've put in probably 8, 9, 10 home run plays so far today. Some of them have already moved pretty considerably. But let's hunt them down now. So if you guys have anybody you want to look at for home runs, drop it into chat right now. I am looking at my model to see what else is still out there that has value. So I'm running my model now. Because I don't believe we have anything on Odd Shopper other than that JT Real Muto play, which I'm not grabbing. Okay, so my Ryan Jeffers play is still out there. I think we can grab that. What did I bet him at? I bet Jeffers at plus 600. It's actually up to 630 now, which is kind of fun. Yandy Diaz, on the other hand, is a very different play. So I'm going to get Jeffers again. So let's go to Minnesota. Righty-lefty against Springs. I love it. So I'm going to get Jeffers at 630. I'm going to grab Mickey Moniak as well. This is one that I've already bet single. But I'm going to put that together for the prop. So now we've got Moniak and we've got Jeffers. I need a third. And I'm going to be honest. There's no value out there. So we're going to be able to squeeze something out. After we do this, there's a 30% same game parlay profit boost available on FanDuel. And I want to build that out as our final thing. Like, I think there's value on Judge. I've already bet that. James Wood at plus 800. Let's at least take a look at that. Because I've already bet our boy Chaparro. But we've got Wood against Max Meyer. Max Meyer has definitely had some home run problems in his life. Wood with a 174 x ISO. Minimal sample. 137 plate appearances here against righties. But I'll take James Wood at plus 800. I don't have a lot of value on it. But I got a little bit. It's a different game, so that covers us. So let's get James Wood. And that's going to be our 3-leg home run parlay for today. So I need to bet Wood straight. But this is going to be like for $5 maybe. I have it at 1.81 EV at plus 800. Which means I'm putting... Yeah, $5 on the James Wood homer. That's how little the EV actually is. 5 to win 40. However, the round robin, I'm hitting the same way we always do. 20 on the 2-leggers. 10 on the 3-leggers. If all three of these guys hit a home run, we're looking at $7,200. Bingo. We're in. So that gets the round robin done. Sajoma says Seager, Devers, Adams, Lindor. I'll look at every single one of them right now. We'll start with Seager. So right now, Corey Seager is plus 360 at FanDuel, plus 375 at BetMGM. I do not have value on this play at all. We've got Heaney on the hill. Does not give up a lot of power to lefties. Why am I saying we have Heaney on the hill? We have Carlos Rodon on the hill. Does give up power to lefties. Seager does hit for power against lefties. I gotta learn how to click on the right thing when I do stuff. 237 x ISO for Seager over the last 2 years against lefties. 195 x ISO against lefties for Carlos Rodon. Worse this year by a lot compared to adding in last year. I just really don't like the line. Like, we could put a pin in it and see if we could use Seager in part of that 30% profit boost, but I have this at negative 20% EV. I wouldn't take, like, I'm looking for like plus 450 on this. So we're pretty miles away there. If we look at Devers has David Peterson. Lefty. Devers not exactly better against lefties. If we have a good line hanging out there, we could save it. Yeah, I'm more likely to bet no homer at minus 1100. I have this at negative 50% EV. I'm very anti-Devers. So now let's take a look at Willy Adames. St. Louis is throwing Mac. That's interesting. I have only negative 6% EV on Adames at plus 470. So he's getting a lefty. 187 x ISO against lefties in 300 plate appearances. Poker Guts. So Odds Shopper will cost you money. You can find the links in the description of this video. I can show you the pricing right now. My dog wants you to see it too. I don't know if you heard him barking. All right. So Odds Shopper here, if you want to get it. $19.95 a week, $59.95 a month. You get all the EV bets on sportsbooks and pick'em sites, all of the optimizers, mass entry tools, parlay builders, calculators, all the promos and stuff. It's all there for you if you want it. If we're talking about me looking at this MLB data, this is Add More Funds. I don't remember what it costs. It might be $5. I'm not even confident I pay for it. Don't deactivate that. I honestly don't even remember anymore. But this is not associated with us at all. This is just my easiest way to see matchups. All right, so Adames. I kind of like the Willy Adames play. It's all about how bad is Matt's against righties now. It's been bad so far, but it's only 400 pitches. I really wish we had a slightly better line. I got it at like 500. But 470, that's another one. Let's put a pin in Adames. We might be able to turn that into the 30% profit boost. We could build something out for the Brewers. What was the final one? Lindor. Okay. Let's get Lindor up. I got it at negative 11. Definitely gets a boost for the matchup. Hitting from the left side. That is the problematic side for Cutter Crawford. 200x ISO. Again, I just don't have the value on the line at 350. That's pretty much right. What about your boy Alonso? I have value on it. I'm just tired of taking him. 375 at BetMGM. If you like Pete Alonso today, I guess go for it. But at the same time, I would prefer the left side. All right. TD Eckler says Schwarber. Yeah, I got a negative 13. You can get 325 at BetMGM. I have that at negative 6. That's where we start to get a little bit more realistic. Chris Bassett does give up massive power to lefties. The spot itself is fantastic, but I have the true line at around 350. So if you want to grab it anywhere, it's BetMGM. All right. Let's try to put together an MLB same game parlay. We have plus 30% here on this profit boost. So we need a 3-leg SGP. And we could put up to 100 on it. So I want to start with a home run that I have value on, because that'll build out the card a little bit better. Now, in this case, I don't really mind a Pete Alonso piece. But the first one I want to look at is what we can build out for Milwaukee around the basis of a home run from Willy Adames at plus 470. So if we get Adames there, do I have any value on anything else that links up? All right. No on earned runs. All right. Total bases could get us there on our boy Mason Wynn. Maybe we take a runs prop. Do we have any value there? Man, there's just nothing out there. FanDuel lines are not like they usually are. If I was going to take anything on Steven Matz, it's actually over on his strikeouts. That's frustrating. Don't believe he has a walks prop. I am legitimately struggling to find value to add to this. All right, Gary Sanchez over 0.5 hits. I actually have value on. So Gary Sanchez to get a hit, minus 135. That takes us up to 2. So what we want to do, so we're adding in Willy Adames plus 470. And we're adding in Gary Sanchez minus 135. I'm going to need one more in this game. Whether or not we find that is up for debate. Do I have a stolen base prop? Nope. Sure don't. We got Gary Sanchez hits. I mean, technically I have Gary Sanchez home run. So it'd be Willy Adames, Gary Sanchez, and then we would probably want to take some sort of negative Steven Matz play. But I don't want to try to hunt down 2 home runs. That feels difficult. But I'm finding zilch in the value department. Let's see if there's anything out there. If I take the market-based bets, we look at MLB today. And I'm just going to put STL here. I mean, Aaron Savali under strikeouts? Just out of curiosity. If we add that in, we got to hope that the odds of this are less than 1858. So Savali strikeouts is minus 136. If we were just parlaying these 3 things together independently, that's a 1621 parlay odds. We're getting 1858, and we know that we like Adames and Sanchez, and the Savali play is basically neutral. So the boost is saving us. And we can see that here. If I pull up the EV calculator, so we're getting 1858. And we've got like a 5.8% chance to win. So we have the tiniest amount of EV here, which is frustrating, if I'm not going to lie. It kind of makes me want to go and take Gary Sanchez hit play out and add Gary Sanchez the home run. That takes us up to 73.97. If we swap out of this one and add in that Gary Sanchez home run, they're both at 470. Those parlay odds are now up to 55.37 raw. And we're getting 73.97 with the boost. But if we think about this from a just like totally neutral option, talking about 1.8% chance to win, and we're getting 73.97. Yeah, again, we're probably sitting in like this 1% or 2% EV situation. I think I'm willing to take that shot. We're probably looking at like 2 or 3% EV. It's not a frequent winner. I'm going back to the Gary Sanchez option. But, you know, if I think that we have, call it a 2% edge at 14.29, I'm really not looking to bet all that much here. I mean, this is like a $5 play, basically. So we're going to set it like this. Let's win 250. 17.49 to win 250. Oh, sorry. Let's change that. We're not putting 100. We're not putting 50. 20. Let's win 350. There we go. 1884 to win 350. Adames to homer. Gary Sanchez to get a hit. Aaron Savali under 4.5 strikeouts. Is this the most profitable play we're ever going to make? No, it's probably pretty close to neutral. But if I can grab a 30% profit boost, I'm going to do that. Do we have anything else in the EV tool? Oh, baby. If you are available at Fanatics, under 6.5 strikeouts, minus 130 for Carlos Rodon is massive value. Take it anywhere up to basically 145. 10% odd or 10 odd shopper rating, 5% EV. That's the number one play we're seeing here. The Real Muto line is still out there if people want to grab it. The Heaney line is still out there if people want to grab it. We'll take one last peek at the pick'em sites before we get out of here. Do we have anything new? Still Wilson. We do have a dueling sleeper play right here of Carrington and McCowan. So if you play at sleeper, I'm just going to pull this up on the screen quickly so you guys can see it. If you play on sleeper right now, I'm assuming that's some sort of free square. So if there's a Chuba Hubbard free square, grab it. But if you take the Carrington play and the McCowan play, even just those two alone, you're at 7% EV. If you want to add Rashad White, that'll take you up to 9. So if you play on sleeper, Carrington, McCowan, and White is the card for you. But for now, guys, we are going to pack this in. We built our round robin. We got a PrizePicks card. We got an Underdog card. We got a sleeper card built. Lots going on. Sign up for OddsShopper using the link in the description of this video. And sign up for me. Sign up for my marketplace. If you want the plays that I drop each morning Unfortunately for you guys, you got to pay for them. However, it's very easy to do. Head to OddsShopper, go to the Insider Marketplace and click Discover Insiders, or just go to my Twitter account at Josh Engleman. Click the link in my bio. It'll take you directly there. But I've got it here for you guys. It's right here. You can subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Weekly and monthly passes here. 15 for a week, 40 for a month. You hit everything I've got. Not bad. And just in case you're curious, over the past year, we're up 40 units. You can track everything I've ever done on Pickit, Pikkit. You can find me at Josh Engleman on there. Everything that I do syncs to Pickit. You can see my history. But we are very profitable at MLB, and we are next level profitable on NBA props. That is what you guys are going to want to be here for over the next, in 5 weeks. But build up a bit of a bankroll right now as we chip away at MLB. All righty, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for being here. We're back again tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time, doing the same thing we always do. Make money.